Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2019. This month, I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Ascendant, and Gemini Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Gemini, now on to your November 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have here is the Emperor, and the Emperor is a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure in your living. This could be like your father, your grandfather, great-grandfather, husband, ex-husband, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, brother, uncle, but somebody that would be a boss, somebody that would be a strong figure in your life, in the living. Some of you are getting some strong vibes from a deceased relative in the spirit world. They're like sending you a lot of energy right now, but I'm also hearing at the same time for some of you, there is somebody in the living here. Hold on. It's like the Emperor feels or thinks like they have to push you along, move you along in some way. So if this is a deceased loved one to you, they're looking at you like they have to push you along with energy. Like they gotta, like, come on, Gemini, come on, like get out there and do this or that. Like if there's something they feel like you need to do and they're trying to cajole you with energy to get you to do it. I feel like you do kind of want to make some kind of move or take a step of some sort. But I feel like you're hesitant to do it because you feel like there's some cloudy energy around you in November, at least in the first part of November up until like the 14th or 15th. If they're in the living, this is a strong male figure that kind of wants to give you a talking to. They feel like they need to guide you. But it could come off like very authoritative. I feel like the Emperor may be looking at you a little bit like they feel like you're making some errors in judgment. That could go either way for the deceased Emperor or for the Emperor that's in the living, for those of you that it's someone that hasn't crossed over. Either way, they feel like it's not time to fold. It's not time for you to give up. They're saying like, not everything in life is going to be perfect. And if you're constantly striving for perfection, you're going to have a lot of disappointments. And this may hold you back from things that you want to do or some things that you should do because you're kind of either trying to create the perfect scenario or you're waiting for a perfect situation or scenario. And, this energy, my guides are saying, this Emperor energy is saying to you, look, Gemini, not everything's going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to stumble and you're going to fall, which you know already because that's already happened. But they're reminding you of that and they're like, don't wait for the fog totally to clear. They want you to get going with something, move along with something, take some step or risk. I don't know. That's a little bit of a strange message. I hope you Geminis can sort this out. Hopefully you'll know of something you're on the fence about or something you're reluctant to do or move you're reluctant to make. And just know either your father or a boss or a husband or somebody in the living or that's deceased is trying to get you to see this and do it and make some move. Look, you got maternal figure here. Now you got the Empress. This Empress is either a maternal figure that's on the other side, watching you, guiding you, looking after you, wanting the best for you, or This is a maternal figure in the living. This could be a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. Could also be you. You could be the emperor, empress. You could even be the emperor. You could also be the empress. The empress, you could be the empress, and you could be creating something. This can also be about the birth of a child, the birth of a project, plan, or an idea, or a business. I feel like this female figure is worried about you. I got the same vibe from the Emperor. If your parents are living or deceased, either one or one is and one isn't, doesn't matter. I feel like both of these are representative more, to me, it feels like parental figures that have concern or worry about you. That's what I feel the strongest energy is here. But it is a general reading, Gemini, so it's going to mean a couple different things, not just that. They feel like there's something you need to take stock of and think about. They may feel like you're doing some things the long way or the hard way, or both. You may be feeling like you're getting pushed or cajoled by your mother or a female figure in your life that's trying to urge you to get you to do something. So I feel like your parents, if your parents are living in together, or like I said, one is living, one is not, or they're both deceased, it doesn't matter. I feel that they are worried about you, and there is something they're trying to get you to do, or they want you to change something you're doing or something that's going on. You may have to read documents and papers. I feel like there's some things that this Empress is trying to say you need to figure out and get organized. It could have to do with documents and paperwork. And it could even involve one or both of your parents, but it could be about you, this documents, paperwork, and things you need to get organized. Your reading's tricky. Again, that word picture perfect. I feel like you want something to be perfect. They're also saying that you need to tie up loose ends. There's some things you need to tie up. That could have to do with documents and paperwork and legalities. It could, but I'm hearing the words tie up loose ends. That also comes up here. You have the Hierophant next. This is God giving you a warning, or this is God giving you a blessing, or it could indicate some kind of higher education or higher learning. I feel like you've got like a good frame of reference of what you need to do now. Like if something was scattered for you where you were like, I don't know, what do I think about this job or this business or this idea or that? And you were like, I don't know, it's too confusing to me. This is cloudy, that's unclear, or I need more structure, or I need to find out more facts or information. I get like you do have a better foundation or a good picture or format or idea of what is going on than what you did 3 months ago. And I feel like some of you Geminis are going to stop being hard on yourself or berating yourself. And I do feel that you're going to grab the bull by the horns and you're going to push yourself and just do it. Whatever it is going to be different for all of you. Is it to move? Is it to sell a property, buy a property? Is it to start your own business? Is it to quit your job, find some other line of work, change your career? There's something you're going to be taking the bull by the horns now, and you're going to push yourself to do it. I feel like big changes where you are going to look at your life and you're going to go, wow, I see big differences in my life now. Looking around is going to be in the month of April. And I feel that you're going to be holding your head up high at that time, maybe even before then, because I hear the words, you're going to have a good bargaining chip to deal with. So if you have to negotiate something, whether it's a sale of a property or a better position or a raise or something, you're going to have like, you're going to be in a stronger power position and you're going to have some kind of bargaining chip. And you're not the first sign that got bargaining chip this month. I can't remember what other sign got it, but you're not the first one. And anything that you've been holding back on releasing to the public, or an opinion or information, you're going to release it. Something you've been holding back on doing, like almost like you've been waiting for the right time or the right situation. Remember how I said perfection, you're waiting for it to be the perfect scenario, the perfect, or wanting everything to be perfect. You're going to come into this time period where, like, whatever you were either holding back on releasing to the public or to people, or holding yourself back from doing, either way, that's going to be behind you now. You're going to do it. So that's what came up here through the Hierophant. Your reading has been the trickiest by far you're the 8th sign I'm doing, and I'm finding yours the trickiest to read. I'm not criticizing you, I'm just saying it's kind of tricky. I don't know how else to explain it. You have the 8 of Cups next. This is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and going off onto a new journey with the stick of power and control in your hands. Even if the journey is unknown, you're still going to take this journey. Yeah, I feel like you're going to say, my world has to change. I'm not going to do this anymore. You are leaving something. And I feel like you're going to have more of a bulldozer kind of attitude, where you're going to be like, you know what, I'm tired of people walking all over me, or people pushing me around, or holding myself back, and I'm going to go for it and go after what I want now. Get out of my way. Like, I'm going for it now. I don't care. Let the chips fall where they may, whatever. That's what I get. Like, kind of you having, like, I see you having a bulldozer attitude, or like the attitude of a bull, like if a bull wants to charge forward, you're not going to stop that bull. You're going to get out of the way. That's what I see you doing here. And I feel like you're going to say, what can I do to improve these things in my life? And I'm going to, take all the steps to improve them. My roof's leaking, my plumbing's leaking, my floor's warped, everything's going. I'm gutting this kitchen. I'm changing everything. All new appliances. I'm sick of my washers on the fritz. My dryer kicks up. I'm getting new appliances. Or it's like, my love life sucks. Why does it suck? I don't know. But you know what? I'm done sitting on the fence waiting for, this great person, prince or princess, to come into my life. And the hell with that. Now I'm doing things my way. I'm going out there. I'm going to do this or that, or I'm making it happen. Something's going to happen for me. Like, I get you really, like, where you feel like situations have gone on too long, where you feel like things are ridiculous, where you're tired of feeling like you've been constricted, feeling like you've been kept in some kind of purgatory or limbo, like limbo. That's the word, not purgatory, because that's hell, right? Limbo. I'm tired of being in a limbo state, or this waiting phase, like you're in the penalty box in hockey, waiting to get out. Like, you're done with all of that. You're like, you want to bust down doors and make things happen. So that's what you're going to be doing in November. Your energy is going to be quite, I know this is going to sound negative, but I almost feel like your energy is dangerous. But I don't mean necessarily dangerous to yourself. It's not, I'm joking when I say that, but people need to get out of your way is my feeling. Like, scatter, like, let the rats scatter. You're the cat coming through. Now you have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a water sign person. This is either a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could also be you, Gemini, if you have a rising or moon sign that is a water sign. You have somebody that's going to figure prominently in your life that's going to give you a lot of things that you need. For some of you, this is going to be a love partner. For some of you, they're quite affectionate. I feel they're affectionate, they're kind, they're loving. For some of you, this is somebody that might need some kind of protection, that has actually felt traumatized by something. So for some of you, this could be a sibling or a child to you, for some of you, or just somebody that you're going to encounter. Maybe you haven't met them yet. That's very sensitive. They've been through a lot. Whether it's been actually things that have happened to them, that means they've been through a lot, or emotionally they've been through a lot. You're going to have some like camaraderie of spirit here, coming together on the same page. There's like a need in this Knight of Cups that needs to get fulfilled. And I feel like you could do that, or you will do it. Again, this could be a sibling to you. It could be a child to you. It could be a new love partner coming into you, or somebody you're already intertwined with. I'm not getting a picture of how, because for some of you, I do feel it's love. But for some of you, I feel like it's somebody that's kind of like starving for attention, affection, and or needs care. Not necessarily medical care, but like a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to lean on, somebody to be protective of them. And I feel with this energy that came up like gangbusters for you in here, you probably are just the person to do that this month. I feel that they wish you would be there, or they need you, or they're like, that's how I see their energy coming at you. And I feel like you kind of feel sorry for them, or you're concerned or worried about them. That's the energy I see you going towards them. If this is a love partner or a potential love partner to you, even if you're not intertwined with them, even though I pick up this sensitivity or that they've been emotionally through a lot, I actually feel that they're a good catch if it is a potential love partner for you. So you have to see how it plays out. You know, I'm really curious to see what's going to come up in the crystal reading for you next that I'm going to do following this, because your reading, I don't know why yours struck me this way, but I felt like yours was tricky. Sometimes that comes up when I do these readings. I get them, they're like gangbusters. I'm like, well, no problems getting these messages, da-da-da-da-da. Yours were like, I felt like I was... Maybe I'm not understanding the messages that great. Hopefully they're going to make sense to you. That's why I do these. Hopefully they'll make sense to you. And always watch your rising sign and your moon sign if you feel like this didn't make sense. And also watch, if you got the time, maybe you could put it on your phone, iPhone, while you're cooking or cleaning or something, and just listen to what I said a year ago, because sometimes what I said a year ago could be happening to you right now, and sometimes what I'm saying now can happen to you a year from now. That does happen. I have had people write me and tell me that. So doesn't mean it always happens, but it happens for some people, because we're not all on the same timeline. We do not all have the same birth chart. That's why timing is different for all the signs in general readings. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Gemini, where I look into my crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for you for the month of November 2019, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the description box in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for November 2019 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. Also, if you would like to get the latest videos I recorded for Vimeo, which is titled Angels and Ancestors Psychic Oracle Card Readings for each sign of the zodiac, you may find them interesting. They've been quite popular, and I've gotten some nice comments and feedback about those videos. I'm using the powerful deck Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, and those messages were kind of more spiritual in nature and a little bit on the looking into the psychology of things for you, and there are some predictions in those messages as well. So if you're interested in getting those videos, please click on that link below. Or the other link below is the other more recent video series I recorded called the Horseshoe Tarot Reading, Psychic Tarot, Horseshoe Tarot Readings, Psychic Tarot, Horseshoe Tarot Spread, Psychic Tarot Readings. Yeah, I could spit that out, couldn't I? Where those readings were had 7 cards, and they were focusing on one or more important themes and or people in your life. And it kind of gives you a pretty good picture because it is going through 7 cards. And my guides have a lot of time to give messages through 7 cards. So hopefully you'll find those messages helpful for you, and you can get them by clicking on that link below this video, or you can get any of these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu, and there you can read all the video series. I tell you what cards I use, how long the predictions are for. You can get the details and the information and decide if you want to get those videos. You click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. And if you would like to get more messages and predictions from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and my Instagram account, _Pam Georgel. I pull tarot cards, sacred geometry oracle cards, messages from your animal spirit guides cards, angels, gods, and goddesses oracle cards, angels and ancestors oracle cards, many other different types of tarot cards as well. And those predictions are very well received. I get many comments about them that people feel they're making sense to them, resonating with them. And those predictions are not just for the day I pull the card or use the crystal. Those predictions sometimes are for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, 3 months. You never know what the time frame is going to be on those. So hopefully you'll find information and messages there that will be helpful to you if you follow me on those social media pages. So please be sure to check those out. So I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal and noteworthy November, Gemini, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.